Hello again everybody and welcome back to some more Landric Plays Hand of Fate 2. Last episode we tried the moon, which seemed a little bit easier than the previous one we did, the star. Not quite as many curses, although we did take a bit of a beating. I think we might come back to that one later. I've decided that in the meantime, I quite like the idea of spending a little bit more time with some of our companions and trying to get some of their special quests resolved. So to that end, I think actually picking a slightly easier quest is going to be best, and we'll sort of churn through some of the cards that we've not seen or not resolved yet. So I'm going to do the chariot, because lots of corruption, which means lots of chances to resolve our questing mace as well while we're at it. So I'm going to bring Malaclypse with us. Yes, we're going to keep Malaclypse. We are going to... So I've already set up some of these encounters, so we've got the Confused Thief, because I think for Malaclypse's quest, which is... Yep, there it is. We need to trade food, so I've tried to put in as many things that will give us food as possible, and hopefully won't take it all away either. Equipment-wise, I don't know, I just put in some stuff that I thought would be fun. A couple of things we've not seen before, a couple of things that still have tokens that we need to get, and then supplies. I'm just starting with our questing mace and some extra food to get us going. So, with with that all done, let's just jump straight into it, and we'll see how fast we get through this. Yes, yes, you spin your cards. Still doing a little bit of a flourish.
The chariot is a symbol of control. Taking control of the horses of your emotions and binding them to the chariot of your will. If you can do that, perhaps we can navigate these roads together.
So we're going to just sort of, not aimlessly wander around, but we're going to wander and explore, and everything's going to be fine. That's a lot of blight and corruption. I think we're just going to go for the silver one though. I don't actually want to get rid of all of them. I want to leave some of them around so that we can train our mace. There we go, perfect.
Breathe, you have done well.
So one monster card gone. Dash towards them. Can we cut down some of the others and leave some of the rest to face? Ooh, no.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave you.
Alright, laugh it up. Well, okay, so we're doing the fight without Mal, but that's not the end of the world, especially for the first one, and he is kind of useless, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Smack, smack. So blocking with this isn't superb. It's a little bit slow and heavy, but you know, it's a big piece of iron on a stick. What are you expecting? There we go, we'll finish you off as well. Hopefully we don't get hit in the rear. Just try and separate you and smash you to pieces as well, like that. And then before anyone takes a swing at us, we'll just dodge away and then leap back into the fray like that. There we go, easy peasy. See, who needs a wizard with you when you've got a big old stick? At a point, I don't remember if it's just defeating corrupted or doing that special bash attack on them. Hopefully it's defeating them, because we're definitely going to do that. Otherwise I may have to get a little more of those bashes in first. We'll take a look at that actually, I think, before we go anywhere else. So let's wait for the loading screen to properly... there we go. All resolved. Hey, and there we go, actually, it is resolved, so we don't even have to check.
Well done.
Excellent, so one thing done, we can figure out what the next part of that quest is going to be. Ooh, here we go, shiny platinum card, let's find out what this is.
There are benefits to besting the devil, not least of which are the new friends you will meet along the way.
Are you the one that ruined Apollyon's fun? Well no, we haven't ruined it yet, that's part of the problem. Yes, yes you are, how delightful. Did he cry? He used to be such a crier in our youth. Oh, you're wonderful. She pokes at your bicep. I'll remove your curses if you like. You're as pure as a mountain spring. There are no curses for me to take. Still laughing about Apollyon's failure, the woman waves goodbye and disappears into the night. Interesting. So that is going to be a very useful card at the end of the... was it the... I've forgotten now, the star or the moon? The star. Interesting. Alright, more streets. Grateful citizens. No new paths. Let's see what we got here. The far north.
Can you claim this token?
The libraries hold little knowledge of the mysterious north. Past the colossal height of Mount Freydis, there are only theories. Ancient creatures, haunted weird woods, and rumours of a powerful sword trapped in a frozen lake at the end of the world. Only one who would journey deep into the unknown would be worthy of the blade, it is said. So this is going to burn through all of our food and health. Alright, let's aim for this. We'll try and get this, and then if we end up failing and dying and having to restart, then we're not too far in. We'll restart and give it another go. We'll take a carriage. Head into the frozen thickets. We'll pray. Place the expected food sacrifice, and we pray. Okay, we've got to pass a dice check. We'll roll the 1. Still going to be... ooh, yeah, just short. So we continue our journey. We'll take the sun path. It'll hurt us quite a bit. We'll press on. Really running out of food now. We've got to get all 6s. So we kind of need Coldbjorn with us on this one, I guess. The ice wastes stretch in every direction. We carve an arrow. We press on. And I guess we're going to have to... yeah, there we go. We're going to have to roll all 6s to actually manage this. Which is doable, but not if we're going to roll like that. So we have to abandon it, because we have no food left and doing anything else would kill us. And then we're probably going to die immediately afterwards anyway. Alright, so we'll go through this combat. In fact, I may just let this combat kill us. There's not a lot of point pushing onwards with only 10 health and no food. And maybe we'll swap that card out and we'll do that when we're doing Coldbjorn's quest as well. Alright, just go on. There we go. Oh, one more hit. You can do it. I believe in you. Pow, there we go. Oh no, we have fallen. Who would have foreseen such an occurrence? Still, we got one of the tokens that we want.
Next time.
There we go. So we get the questing mace 3, because of course we do. So I think this is the one we got from the Burning Forest, right? So this has been a very long quest chain. So let's see if... let's go to our supplies. What does the questing mace require? Northerners. Okay, so we'll take that with us another time. In the meantime, what else do we want to bring? Necromancer's Call, Fate's Path... none of these especially. Chieftain's Axe is good against Corrupted. I mean, we don't really need to fight Corrupted anymore, so maybe we do a different one, but, you know, as we're here and we've got all the stuff relatively set up, I think we'll probably carry on doing it. And... no, not equipment. Encounters, so we can swap out this, because we know what it does now. We'll take in this, because this is another one that requires food and a blessing, actually, so no, we won't take that, we'll leave that. And... is there anything else that we kind of want? I'm not really sure there is. We'll take this, and... the healer, I think... no, can't sell us food. Oh, but we've got a platinum card, so let's do that. This gives us a bunch of gold, this gives us blessings, actually, which would be quite good. And this would probably give us a bunch of food, and this would give us extra life. Tell you what, let's take the blessing one. We'll put this back, and then, where is it? The fairy ring, we'll take this, and then hopefully that will help us, the combination of those will help us solve it. So let's jump right back in and see how far we get this time. We've already made some amount of progress, so even if this is a bust, then we've still got some tokens.
We are filled with
yes, the city's in peril. Yes, we'll help.
Animals. and we must find a way to bind them to our will.
Okay. So an ambush. Aha, there is a northerner after all. But hopefully we'll get some food at the end of this. So I think we're going to be relatively, what's the word, stingy in the quest itself. So a lot of the peasants ask us to bring them food in return for following us. Oh no. Alright, at least we had the shield there. But yes, I'm not going to worry about completing the quest. I'm going to focus entirely on completing the cards within it, and try and getting all of their tokens. And particularly seeing Malacalypse's storyline. I want to progress that. There we go. You're fairly easy to get rid of, especially when you're by yourself, because a lot of the time you just spend, or rather, yeah, you spend a lot of time healing your allies, and if you don't have any allies, it's not really a problem. There we go, so some more food. So I believe for Malacalypse's quest we need, I think, like 15 or something like that. Which is not ideal. Grateful citizens. We saved some citizens. More food is available at the campsite. This has a chance of giving us lots of food or... okay. Insufficient food and gold, so it'll only try and rob us ineptly if we've got a lot of food or gold. In which case we end up risking the food and gold for even more, I think. Alright, let's... given that I don't need to train the mace, I was going to say we can happily get rid of some of these, but okay. So we miss one of them, but can we... there we go. At least we remove one of the cards. I think it'll just be, yeah, the Two of Blight, which is, you know, fine. And then we'll just whack these horrible, evil, corrupted monsters into tiny, tiny pieces, and then we'll carry on with our true quest, which is gathering enough food to help Malacalypse. So I guess this axe means we get slightly earlier finishes against corrupted. Seems that way. Certainly making short work of them. Malacalypse has distracted them slightly, which is nice. There we go. Finish you off. Easy peasy. Cut them down to size. They're very green and glowy, aren't they? I think, if I remember rightly, part of the reason Malacalypse is, like, his whole quest revolves around he has contracted the corruption as well, and we're trying to fix him. So we'll go onward with that. More city streets, no new paths. Alright, we're back this way.
At least the usurper put up the illusion of honor. It's hard to tell if you even have an inkling of the same concerns.
Alright. So you find Merrick, who's the thief that we've befriended and has sort of taken us under his wing as his protege, sitting in the shade of a precarious boulder at the edge of a ravine. Just in time, he says, standing up and dusting off his hands. A procession of trade caravans and carriages makes its way to the great city, carrying wares from distant lands. Okay, let's ambush them. I am not normally one to create a scene, but time is of the essence. You must find the caravan of a particular cartographer. Among his possessions is a map of the Great Sands. Find it for me. If you happen upon anything else of value, you can keep it. Just bring me the map. Okay. So everything goes a bit wild. Where's the map? There's the map. So let's see if we can time this correctly. I mean, we could try and get some of the other treasure beforehand, but I don't think I'm going to get this first time, so let's... Nope, way too early. No, I'm going to continue. I'm going to take the gold, and then I think he adds some more monsters to the deck. Yeah, we're going to raid another carriage, so he adds some guards, and then we spin again. Let's try again. Ooh, close, but no cigar. I don't need the 20 life, so we're just going to redraw, I think. So, we could have saved that redraw until some monsters got added, or rather until we picked a monster, but this prevents them being added, so it makes it less likely we'll pick them in future. That's my logic at least. There we go, there's the treasure map. Do we try again? No, I think we're after the token, so we just leave with the spoils, we get the gold, we get the token, we get the map as well. Meet Merrick waiting where you left him. His eyes grow wide at the sight of the map, and with a flourish it disappears beneath his cloak. Tell no one of this, he says with a smile. Meet me at the edge of the sands in 3 nights' time. There we go, more tokens for us. More city streets. Grateful hero. We rush to their aid. Maybe they'll reward us with some more food, and then we can progress with some more quests. That'll be. I mean, obviously we're going to do it because it's the right thing to do, but also, you know. All right, let's take out this big fella first. Bop, bop, bop. Dodge. Bop, bop, bop. Dodge. Smash. So he's going to do a big attack, and then we can just finish him off like that. And then we'll just take out the little guys. Oh, you know, I've only just noticed that there are horses there. Just sort of sitting and watching this, fairly nonplussed. There we go. So I can finish you off. Do a little stun of you as well, and that'll mean we do extra damage. So use the power attack on you, finish you, and then while you're still stunned, we'll turn around and then pow, pow, pow. Easy peasy. I think we might have saved all the farmers, I hope we did. So what now? So we got rid of all the corrupted, parts with some equipment. Aha, so there we go. We've cleared enough of the corrupted that we can make our way to the next level. And we get... yeah, there we go. So we can call on those Empire Scouts to help us. But I think we'll keep looking while we're here. So we save some more citizens, more food is available at the campfire. Is that... no, it's not. So I'm in a camp, and I'm going to... there we go, rescue wagons. I'm going to trade, and I'm going to buy some food. Because we've got the money for it, so we're going to stock up on it while we can, before something steals all our gold. Or rather, before we come across that card, and we're unable to pick it. There we go. So this will give us enough of a buffer that we should have food remaining when we come across it. That's the idea, at least. And then break camp. And let's go speak to Thomas the Ogre as well, because I think he can give us some equipment. So I'll listen to some stories from the farmers. And then it turns out the ogre's actually really nice. So we're going to demand he return the stolen food, and it turns out he didn't steal it after all, so we're going to refuse to fight. Farmers are a bit disappointed, but we can play some games with the ogre and he'll give us some trinkets. So we could have attacked him and taken his food, but let's play some different games. Oh, that was a tricky one. Oh. Never mind. Play a dice game. So I think there is an achievement for beating him at all 3 games. Though it looks like we may be losing all 3 games instead. That's... okay. One last game. And one that I'm especially bad at. Like, these are particularly easy challenges as well. So
that will set you in good stead from here.
There we go. So he gives us some robes, which are particularly good against corrupted, and we don't take starvation damage. More city streets. More corruption. Let's ambush them. And then we'll keep going. Oh dear, there goes Malacalypse.
Poorly done. You must harness your will and find the quiet stillness.
Just a horrible injury.
Inside you.
Okay. There we go. So I think that removes 2 of the cards. So we're still going to have to face 1, but, you know, gets rid of 5. I don't think we need any extra help with this one. Just 6 corrupted, should be no trouble at all. So what next? Oh yeah, that's right, we've got our fancy robes as well. So Mal, if you wouldn't mind giving us a shield, lovely. So I'm not worried about losing the health because, well, if nothing else, we haven't taken any damage at all, I think, from the corrupted, and not to mention we've got the robes that'll help us. So as we travel, the food we've got will heal us back up to full in no time. So we'll just cut through these. It's a bit of a drag, but you know. There we go. Almost done. Sort of why I went for the golden option in the pendulum challenge. Just not because I need it. I need them to remove the cards so we can defeat the encounter, but just because I want that encounter to be over faster. But there we go. Some more fame. Some more paths. So what have we got now? City streets, and I can't read what this one is. Gatehouse. Ah yes. So that's where we're actually trying to go. So we'll go this way first. No new paths. Okay, on to the next one then. Oh yeah, that's right, we've got to fight our way through first. So this one will be a slightly more challenging fight. Not especially so, but we might as well ask for some assistance as we're here. There we go, the Blight Spire. Dealer, did you have something to do with this? Because I feel like maybe you did. Alright, so let's just chop, 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 chop. We'll just go back to chopping at this. I don't know if we kill the spire. Whether we kill the spire and it explodes, and it turns out it does. Can we pick you up? No.
By sea and sun, fate and fame.
There's one to finish off over here. Ah, I didn't quite make it in time. So he's back at basically full health, which is not ideal. But he goes down fairly quickly as well. Go on, Mal, no lying around. Up you get. Just gonna roll over here. Roll over here. Use that finisher to dodge the attack from behind us. Oop, try and roll out of this one before he attacks. Chop, chop. Finish you off, and then the rest of you aren't too much trouble at all. There we go. Just finish both of them off. There we go. 1, 2. Easy as that. So we fought our way through, let's continue on. Bunch more corruption cards added to the deck. So we'll go this way around, I think, first. Oh, more plague, fancy that. So we'll get ready to fight them. No, we don't need any help this time. Hopefully this fight should go a little bit quicker. At least there's no giant spire of doom and death and all that.
Keep them away from me.
Yes, 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 you big fraidy cat. There we go. 1 down. Two down. You could give us a bit of a top up. That'd be great. Oh no, you're too busy dying. Okay. There we go. go, now we've got our shield back. Finish you off. Chop, chop, dodge. And then off with your head and all of that. It's an interesting design for the sort of whole zombie-ish monster thing, the weird sort of like crystallized, metallic almost sort of, yeah, like crunchy, stony, crystally, horribly evilness. Yeah, that was a good description. Food. We want the food. Not super easy to pick out from this, but there we go. Nope, we're going to take the food. And then we'll continue on. Any, nope, just more city streets. So no indication of where Mal's quest is yet. Ooh, what do we got here? Ah yes, the blessings. So we want those so that if the fairy ring crops up, we'll be able to do that. We would like to be blessed for, I'm going to say luck, and then good harvest. Plentiful. Whenever you gain 2 consecutive gain cards of the same type, gain +5, like, okay. Not necessarily going to provide me as much food as I was hoping, but not the end of the world. So we are down to 14 food again, though I guess we can buy some more. Not going to worry about doing that until we get to Burning Rubble. Okay, run away. More corruption, more battle. Okay, let's try and ambush them. And again, I'm tempted to go for the gold one, just so that the fight takes a little bit less long. A little bit less long, a little less long. The problem is I kind of want them to be in sync in the same direction, because otherwise this is going to be much harder to... whoop, there we go. A little bit of patience goes a long way with that.
Nicely timed.
So 2 of those go. And then can we cut them all down? That's the question.
Patience. Do not move too quickly, for haste breeds only failure.
Oop, nope. We missed. But nothing terrible happens, we just have to fight both of them, and that's fine. Not going to bother asking for help again. Easy peasy this one's going to be. And again, hopefully we get another nice reward.
Why do you keep getting us into these situations?
Because we are a hero, that is why now. Also, you know, so we have enough supplies that we can help you out. That's the real reason, after all. Oop, took a little bit of a hit that time. Not exactly worried. Slightly annoying though, because it breaks our combo. There we go. Man, I'm doing a bit of a poor job at this one. Not that we're in any danger, but it'd be nice to do it perfectly. Now, when we get back over to Mal... Oh wow, you're not dead yet. That's a shame. There we go. Another finisher. Another finisher. Interesting, so that one didn't seem to affect me, despite being stuck in a finisher. Sometimes it seems a little bit inconsistent, that, which is a bit disappointing, but oh well. But otherwise, all handily defeated, plenty of health left. Okay, more streets, so we'll just keep going. Grateful Merchant. Ah, we can now get equipment. And more streets? Yeah, all streets. Let's go this way. More streets. Yep. Still not found what we're looking for, but that's okay. We'll keep searching. No new pass this time. You're going to give us We refuse to kill the paupers. So this time we're fighting the Empire, and just for the sake of argument, let's get the Empire fighting itself. After all, our ultimate goal is to overthrow the corrupt and traitorous Emperor. So, you know, we'll sow as much dissent as we can. Not that it actually makes a difference at all, but I'm going to pretend. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally hit my own Empire soldiers. Kicked in air, apparently. There we go. Kick to the face. Makes you a lot easier to hit. And then come in from the side and finish you off. Can get our shield back off Mal, and we probably should do that. Just in case we take another hit that we don't have to take. But I think we'll probably be okay. Just flail around wildly until everything around us is dead. True berserker. So, do we get any food as a reward, or just a little bit of effect? Ah, we get 10 food, perfect. And 5 food. And because of that, we get an extra bit of life back as well. Perfect. More burning rubble, so we've got to go around. Let's check out these streets just because while we're here. More burning rubble, fine, as expected. Then we'll go this way. Still got to defeat 20 more corrupted. More burning rubble, so we're going to have to go all the way back around this way. There we go. Hop, 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 hop. More grateful citizens. More food available should we need it. And then these are both, yep, most city streets. More corruption. So more pendulum challenges. And they're getting trickier. Ooh, that was very, very close. Alright, so we get rid of the terrors. And let's see if we can do the same again. Oh, that shift was a little bit tricky. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Right on the... I say perfect.
Breathe.
Right on the
You
edge.
have done well.
But there we go. Don't have to do any fights this time. Just as intended. And that means we've gone from 20 to 6. Yes, we'll help the farmers. We won't bother calling in extra aid. We'll do that when we get to the gatehouse. So we picked, I think, 8 encounters. I don't know if all of them will show up. I think they will.
By sea and sun, fate and fane.
Although obviously there's a lot of ones that are special to this quest alone. So it's possible we only see a subset of them. But I don't think so. Farmers are not doing too great. But, you know, they're crouching down and having a breather. They're not dead. It's all okay. Run all the way back over there, because apparently we forgot to kill you. Do some extra damage while you're stunned. And stun you as well, also for a little bit of extra damage. There we go, easy as pie. Pie. Could definitely go for a little bit of pie. Okay, corruption done. We can now move to the next bit. Although I'm going to keep exploring while we can. But more burning rubble. More burning rubble this way as well. Nope, but some other paths. There we go, there's the underneath. So I'm going to go to camp, and I'm going to buy as much food as we possibly can. Because I don't remember exactly how much we need, but we might as well overkill it rather than underkill it. No, we don't want to sell any equipment. Do we want to buy any equipment? What have you got? Ah, the charm would have been quite good. Oh well. As with the food skill. Oh. We'll get some more gold, and that'll be fine. Okay, following Malacalypse's cryptic directions, many of which involve borrowing farm animals, you arrive at the edge of a vast and lonely lake. There you uncover a cave entrance blocked by a stone door. You must seek out Ira of the Vale in the underneath, the bard had explained, as you followed a frightened cow around the previous night. Malacalypse drops his wine bottle nervously and forces a loud and hearty laugh, completely ignoring your question. 15 food items per entry. Alright, we pay 15 pieces of food. A narrow tunnel takes you deep below the earth, opening into a vast limestone cavern. Twinkling on the edge of an underground lake lies a small shanty town, red lanterns lining the quiet streets. Malacalypse leads on. Welcome to the underneath, coin slave. Since that bothersome Empire edict, we've had to hide away in places like this. This used to be quite the hub of activity, but now... He surveys the silent streets grimly. I guess the Empire is increasing its forces. A few mages eye you suspiciously as they pass you by. Let's find the contact first and foremost, and then we'll worry about going shopping, I think. Malacalypse leads the way through the dim, lonely streets to Ira's house. You can hear screaming coming from within. A woman in robes adorned with silver ornaments greets you at the door. Merc said you would come in begging for help. Regardless, you are late. Malacalypse bows with a grin. I have an illness. I'm hoping to purchase a cure. Ira of the Vale frowns a bit before nodding and letting you into her house. You enter the sitting room, and the source of the wailing is made clear. A man is locked in a cage, crying in fevered agony. Sores of corruption fester on his body. Without warning, she opens the cage and the man rushes at you, but with surprising strength, Ira subdues the mad, writhing creature. This is the mage, Cohen. He thought he could fight off the corruption, but he could not. Ira watches Malacalypse carefully as Cohen's cries get more and more guttural. What should I do with him? The bard looks away, disgust and fear on his face. He appears close to passing out. She nods before turning to you. What will you do? What do we do? Do we just put him out of his misery? Yes. With that dealt with, Ira begins tinkering at a table strewn with dead and shiny things. I do have a cure, but as you know, nothing comes free with our kind. She taps silver dust from a bottle. Save the stolen mage children for me, and I will give you the cure.
Still, what secrets does your companion hide from you?
Those Empire bastards have taken them to some walled fort in the docks of the city. And you better hurry. Ira smiles at Malacalypse. That illness can't be held at bay for much longer, I'd wager. He hasn't told you? Then it's not my place to... It's definitely the corruption. How do you two know each other? He was my lover when I was young and stupid. Okay. Why, I'm alluring at all ages. You'll be glad to have me still. Alright, let's go. Do we want to do some shopping? Let's, as we're here. Approach the floating eye. A giant fleshy eyeball floats somberly by the wind. Sure, why not? Would you care to dance, small one? Yeah, right, let's dance. After some indeterminate amount of time, the dance ends. Ah, that took me back to my youth. Let's trade. Asking what it is feels like it would be rude. What do we offer in return? I don't especially want to offer either of these things. But okay, I guess we get the helmet.
I'm sure you will find your own arenas to put this to work.
Alright, let's leave it be. We'll approach the ochres. We'll just ask to play without knowing about the rules. Allies return. Okay, never mind. Ogres. Leave them be. Leave the tavern, leave the underneath, and we're gonna, I think, just beeline straight for the end of this quest. I'm not going to worry about saving all the citizens. If the the fairy ring card, for example, is down here, then we probably want to go and check it out. Nope, just horrible, horrible plague, because of course it is. No matter. We'll go exploring, and we'll go murdering. Is it murder if they're horrible zombie monsters? I don't know. We'll find out. One way or another. Alright, here goes. We've got our shiny new hat. If we can complete this without taking any damage at all, then we get a blessing. Blessings are always nice. So the fact that we've got a shield is quite helpful as well. So we'll be trying extra cautious. Oh, that's right, we don't have our fancy axe anymore, so this is going to take slightly longer. So we're just going to hit and roll and hit and roll and hit and roll and constantly just keep running around. Alright, Mal's down, let's get him back on his feet. Okay, we lost our shield. Let's try not to take any more damage or any more hits. And if we can, maybe he'll give us, there we go, another shield. Gives us a little bit more leeway. So we're slowly working our way through them. We definitely need a slightly better weapon if we're going to get through these faster though, so hopefully we'll find one of those later on. We'll get some gold, and we can trade at camp, which is always good. There we go. Almost there now. Almost there. There we go. Stun you, and then we can do a little bit of extra damage before finishing you off for good. So hey, I think we earned ourselves a blessing. So we're rocking 3 now. And we get some more food as well. Oh, and hey, we get...
I'm not a vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years than I can count. I have a certain pride regarding its twists and turns.
Let's camp while we can, because I want to see if we can trade for some equipment. Can we get a better weapon? Oh, we'll get the frostbolt, if nothing else.
A frozen terror brought to your enemies.
Don't really need the food charm anymore, though. More burning rubble. And then we'll check this one, just in case there's something here or here. Or is this going to be burning rubble as well? Hungry paupers. We cannot afford to lose 8 food, so we'll explain that we're here to help. Try to catch them. And if we get the gold one, I think we manage to save everyone, so that's what we'll aim for. And we'll miss completely, never mind then. There we go. There's the fairy ring. We'll give him some food so we have a chance of completing it. Ah, failure. Okay, so we failed and he told us the fawn always lies, so does that mean the fawn is telling the truth? Give her a blessing. We'll give her the... Oh, we've got the deft eye as well. Right, what was this? Slower spin. That's kind of handy. Plentiful harvest. I think we'll get rid of that. Okay, so this time we reappear in the meadow where the mother waits anxiously. We reunite the mother with a child. The mother embraces her child and thanks you profusely. I will say a prayer for you every day. At the beginning of each new map, draw a blessing if you have more curses than blessings. That is pretty good.
Nicely done.
And more importantly, we get the token. Alright, we'll head off. We'll go this way, and then we can go over here. We're not taking any starvation or not taking much starvation damage. Oh goodness. Let's see if we can get the ambushes again. There we go. 2 down. dash towards them, and can we get rid of the others as well? No. So we're still going to have some combat.
Even when things appear impossible, they can be mastered. Keep practicing.
Hey, I'm doing alright so far. Phew. So I thought this would turn out to be a fairly short episode, but it's dragging on just a little bit. No matter, we're almost at the end now. Oh, that's right, we can also use up our frost shots while we're here. Try and make another token out of it. So we're going to get a whole heap of them at this rate. Screen went slightly weird there, don't know why. This way around? Yeah, we'll shoot you. And then stab you in the back. Oh, you can get up off your feet now.
That helps.
This is definitely much slower going without our fancy axe, though. I'm a bit miffed we haven't got it. Crossbow's definitely helping, though. Certainly not necessary to kill them all, but it will make it a lot faster. Nope, nope, nope. I want to make the most of that. There we go. Finish you. I'll use the special super power attack, like that. Cleave you right in twain, as they say. And then we can go straight across to the what's it. So we get 5 food. And can we buy more food from the camp? No, we can't. Okay, in which case there. What's this star here? Interesting. I forget how that got placed there, so that was one of the... Oh, was that the blessing we got for our helmet for defeating it an encounter without losing any health? It doesn't give it to us, it puts it on the map. Interesting. Okay, well, we don't have the food to go and rescue the hungry paupers, unfortunately, so it's going to be 52 of 60, but here we go, we can make our way to the end.
Death, yet you do it in the name of truth.
So we don't get the gold token, but that's okay, because we already had the gold token. Don't have a fancy weapon either, which is not ideal. Might as well bring the scouts with us, because this is the last fight. We're gonna have to face a captain. Oh no, we haven't faced any of these before. Oh wait, yes we have.
I fight for justice, not simply as I ordered. If this is how it must be, so be it.
So I think we'll take out his minions first, and that'll make it slightly easier to take him on. See, again, he hit me while I was in the middle of an animation. So unfair. Mouse, there we go, thank you. So ideally I kind of need to use all 5 of these charges, so let's... So actually, I'm going to again be a little cheesy and just wait and just make sure we get full use out of all of them. I think this captain will probably have plenty of health left though, so let's not worry about it too much. There we go. I'll finish you off with one. Finish you off with an axe. And then we've got one left for you. Oh, hang on, that's unfair, I froze you. Okay, I'm being slightly carefree with the amount of damage I take, but that's because I've got so much health left. Keep bashing you up, and there we go. Cut you down to size.
I hope this works.
There we go. Finish him off. Split his skull right open. No wonder we're such an infamous... Well, I was going to say hero. No wonder we're so infamous, at least. so we get our Frostbolt token as well. Excellent stuff. And that is the end of that. So look at all these tokens. It's good to go back and redo certain things, I think. So for raiding the caravans we get the Desert Trek, and this is going to come in very handy, I think, for when we're facing the Devil again. So we get the next one in Malacalypse's quest as well, so we'll have to bring him along with us. For rescuing a child we get Ring of the Feast, and we get the upgraded crossbow, which is the Thunderbolt. Excellent. Well, that was certainly an adventure. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.